Yeah.
Other than that, now we've got Schrader as our backup QB. So we've got two QBs that have never started a game in the SEC. One is now our starting QB, and then our backup QB has no game experience whatsoever. Not only SEC,
Zero.
but
Zero.
anything. So, I mean, it could get scary this year. We predicted 9-3. Both of us predicted 9-3.
Can I retract that?
No, I'm starting to have one of those drinking moments where I'm going, "Oh, did I make the right decision?"
Yeah,
But
again,
hey, I'm
again,
just gonna let it ride and see what
yeah,
happens. For
again.
that 1 year,
On the Black
1 year
Dogs Matter
man,
podcast, I did retract my 9 wins. I said, with all this turmoil, I said that may cost us 2 games. So I said we may win 7 games. So I guess I kind of got my foot in my mouth. I guess that's what happens when you're talking on more than one podcast. But I'm enjoying what
yeah.
I'm doing.
I'm gonna ride with 9-3.
Yeah.
That 1 year state was supposed to be so talented years and years ago, like 20 years ago, and we ended up going like 3-9. Like,
Yeah, I remember that year.
that was horrible. Like, I'm hoping nothing happens like that. But hey, so we finished that subject up, and that was a little. I don't know what you want to call that. I don't know if it's a good one or a bad one or whatever. But now, let's break out Tutorgate. When it happened last week, I can tell you, I just wanted to get up under my desk and cry. Like, I knew it was coming, but it's just right before college football starts, and it hits, and every news channel is going to talk about it because there's no games going on, and that is not what I want to see Mississippi State make headlines for. So, what's your thoughts on it so far?
Well, as an academician, a person who has high morals and standards when it comes to this, I'm very disappointed that this has occurred again at Mississippi State with a football player. Fred Brown had this same incident, some type of academic violation occur, and he was kicked out of school. These 9 to 10 players were allowed to stay in school, but they're going to be suspended for a number of games. The situation is, as reported all over the news, a tutor completed coursework for players. Rumblings on the social media and message board says that she turned in assignments while the players were in games, and also using the same computer, which, me being an IT guy, the MAC address is tracked and the IP address probably was still the same. So, voila.
That makes me so angry right there. Just that alone. Submitting assignments, taking tests for students while they're playing a game. Like, you couldn't have done it like at midnight, or you couldn't have done it some other time, but they're playing right now. Why would you submit that? Like, it makes absolutely no sense. Were you drinking? Were you smoking?
Well,
what was on your mind? Were you just bored? Hey, I'll just go ahead and knock out this test, not realizing, hey, it's going to put a timestamp on it? I mean, it did that for me 20 years ago in college when I took online classes.
Well,
and like you said, I mean, I don't know. I'm going to get on to a rant on that. It makes me angry because, no offense, like you said, you're an academic guy. I'm an academic guy. I've got multiple bachelor's degrees, got a master's degree. And I'll be frank, I cheated in college. I had people help me with answers, and I've helped other people give answers out. I mean, I did that through grade school, whatever. I mean, nobody's perfect. It's something that, it gets us by in life, and you don't think about it when you're doing it, or like these players are young and.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though, Stubbs. She did almost all of their work for them. She had their logins to log in, and as them, that's impersonation. You're saying that you're this person. As an IT guy, giving someone your username and password is the ultimate sin for an IT guy. That's my profession.
I'm an IT guy too.
Yeah, that's my profession. So that's act code 0. Not to do is to give another user your access to your account. So here's the thing. I understand the players were like, well, she's tutoring us, so she's helping us anyway. But if she's doing the work for you, that's not tutoring. That's not tutoring. So you need to do your work. You chose to play football. You chose to play football in college. You need to choose to do your own work. And that's my opinion on that. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Do your work. Do your own work, man, because she can't do your work for you when you get to the NFL. She can't study your playbook for you. So do your work.
And I mean, it wasn't like they paid her a lot of money either. I think they were talking about that they gave her extra money for these tests and stuff like that. But then again, it's chemistry. No offense. I hate chemistry with a passion. My aunt, chemistry teacher. My cousin, chemistry teacher. I hate chemistry. No offense. It's one of the worst subjects I could possibly ever take. And I don't, I guess if you're going to cheat, you cheat in chemistry. I mean, it's not like you were cheating in other classes. Still not a good thing. But, the 8-game suspension, it'll be interesting to see what games they miss. As a matter of fact, everybody on the message board killing me right now is there's just speculations on who it is. And what we were sitting in Facebook a while ago and somebody announced 9 players and they put a big old list of every single body out there. And I laughed at it because I was like, okay, that's 9. Who's your 10th one? And so it's been, it's Facebook, it's Twitter, it's everywhere. It's rumors. There's no game going on still. There's nothing to do. People are twiddling their thumbs. Let's make up stuff. And who knows? We'll see how right that list might be come Saturday. So it is what it is.
Yeah, que sera. All right, so the next topic you have on here is bold season predictions for offense and defense. So I'm guessing you want me to come up with some bold prediction for stats or performance for a couple of players in maroon and white. Is that correct?
Oh, yeah. And people are going to hate me, and I'm probably going to get hate mail. I might get texts. I might get tweets. I might get Facebook messages thinking I was drunk when I made these predictions. But that's why I highlight is bold season predictions. Don't give me, Colin Hill's going to go for 1,200 yards. Yeah, gotcha. That's easily going to happen. I want something bold. I want something spicy. I want something hot. I want something big.
House.
I want hot. I want like ghost pepper, chili hot.
All right. Well, you go first.
Oh, let's put me on the spot.
Yeah,
so,
put you on the spot. In the hot
my
spot.
offensive, don't fall out of your chair on this one because I don't want you to hurt yourself. But for my first bold prediction on offense, Laura, I need to take a drink before I say this, though. Tommy Stevens will have the best stats ever for an MSU QB here at Mississippi State.
Passing wise or running wise?
Total stats for the year. Now, that includes – that's going to be passing and running. And this all goes back to what I said earlier.
That means he's going to have to break Nick Fitzgerald's record.
Is guys in grad school. He's got one class. It's online. He's not like that other quarterback we had where when he was bored, he sat there and played Fortnite for hours on hours with his buddies trying to make extra cash while they were streaming. This guy can live and breathe and hopefully concentrate just on football. So that is my bold prediction that Tommy Stevens will have the best year ever by a QB.
So when you say rushing, you think he's going to break Nick Fitzgerald's rushing record in 1 year?
No, he's not going to break that. I mean combination. I mean like we're talking like several hundred yards rushing, thousands of yards passing, and combining for the most, maybe touchdowns. Like I'm talking Dak Prescott numbers.
Okay.
Like beat those numbers, not Nick Fitzgerald.
I don't want him to be a running quarterback. I want him to let Kylan run because I want Kylan to have a breakout year. But I'm not going to include Kylan on my bold prediction because I know he's going to do what it do. You hear that, Mr. Hill? I already know you're going to do what it do. So I don't have to make no bold prediction for you. We already know you hungry. We already know when you get the ball where you going. My predictions are definitely going to come in the passing game. I'm going to predict we're going to have 2,000-yard receivers this year.
Oh.
Who? Ooh, you hear Al?
Let me put a dollar in the swear jar.
Right now, our starting receivers are Stephen Guidry, Dedrick Thomas, and Osiris Mitchell. Now, Stephen Guidry and Osiris Mitchell both had close to 400 yards, a little over 400 yards receiving last year. I think they're going to double those numbers plus 200 and get 1,000 yards if they're consistent. If they are not consistent, Isaiah Zuba will zip in there with maybe about 600-700 yards. But I think we're going to have at least 2,000-yard receivers or at least 3 guys with 800 yards. Receiving as far as wide receivers. That's not including tight ends. That's from the wide receiver position. Defense up next. I guess that means I go first.
Yeah, because I'm still over here on the floor. I got to pick myself back up and pick up my margarita that is dropped on the floor because I wasn't expecting that because me and you didn't talk about these because we said we were going to just
I didn't want to tell you my secret, man. I wanted you to be surprised. I mean, here's the thing. If I get my 2,000-yard receivers, that means your prediction for Tommy Stevens to have a great year could potentially come true as well. Come true as well. So.
Oh, yeah.
So, okay. So,
Ebony and Ivory.
All right. My first bold prediction for defense. I have a good feeling that we're going to have a lot of sacks this year by the team.
Hey, don't steal my thunder.
Stolen. But I feel like the young man who's not supposed to be in the moonlight this year is going to have a monster year. I think Chauncey Rivers is going to get 13 sacks this year because you have to realize his first year he had to take an academic red shirt.
I'm going to stop you right now. I got it. You're fired as my co-host. I got to find another time. Anyways, we'll let you go back to it.
Yeah, he's going to have 13 sacks. And my second bold prediction is going to come in the secondary. We have a lot of talent in the secondary, but we have an elite cornerback by the name of Cameron Dantzler. I think he's going to have at least 6 picks, and he's going to take at least 2 back to the house.
Somebody bring me another drink. Where's my girlfriend?
I stole your thunder again?
Not once, twice. Okay, so I'm going to jump on that bandwagon, the defensive sacks, but I may one-up this one a little bit. I've got Chauncey Rivers leading the SEC in sacks. I'm not giving a number, but I'm going to tell you that he is going to lead the SEC in sacks. I've got to do something different than yours because somebody's over here stealing my cheat sheet, but
you don't have it in the Google Drive, so I can't see it.
No, I don't know. I think somebody's tapping into my wire system. I don't know what's going on over here. My second pick, once again, same thunder, Dantzler. I don't say he's going to have 6 picks because I really think they're going to shy away from him a little bit. But I'm also going to one-up that one and tell you Mississippi State's going to have their second Jim Thorpe Award winner in Cam Dantzler.
Oh.
So those are my 2 big predictions. Very similar to yours. Mm-hmm. I was hoping we have little different ones, but hey, when you got great minds, they think alike. So
exactly.
Week 1, offensive and defensive MVP predictions. So I feel like I should go first because I want you to steal my thunder, but I'm going to let you go and see what you got.
Well, I think we're going to come out on the ground this first game. I think we're going to let Kylan Hill run the ball to set up the pass with Tommy Stevens. I think Kylan Hill is going to be our offensive MVP, over 100 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns.
Defense-wise?
Defense-wise, ULL, or the Raging Cajuns, are a running team. Now, they do have a talented wide receiver, but the quarterback, Levi Lewis, I saw this young man play at Scotlandville because I'm down here in Baton Rouge. He's from Baton Rouge. He is a dual threat quarterback. Now, he's diminutive, He's not going to really look like a pocket passer